Warning. This program contains coarse humor and a sense of language that some people might not share. Viewer discretion is advised.
I was a bit disappointed. It turns out that all these other save files that I made no longer work. So, that was a bit depressing, wasn't it? I woke up with a hellish ringing inside my head. The ringing seemed to be coming from the depths of my consciousness. But after I came to my senses, I realized that it was the ringing of my alarm clock. Strange. Where did it come from? Why is it standing near my bed? It was 7:30 according to the clock. Olga Dmitrievna had already left, and there was nobody to force me to go to the lineup. Thus, I can sleep a bit more. I closed my eyes, but it seemed like my consciousness had already had its coffee and was ready for the long, productive day. I need to get up. I should plan my day out after all. At least I need to find out something today. But still, nothing came to my head. Fine, I need to wake up completely and wash myself. On my way to the wash stands, I met Xenia. So what got you up so early? What was her voice again? Anything wrong with being early? She looked at me as if I had insulted her. No, nothing, just curious. None of your business. Gosh, Xenia isn't very sympathetic even when she's in a good mood, but today she just looked furious. The cold water perked me up, the fog in my head dissipated and my thoughts started arranging themselves. Curiously, I started to worry about finding a good place in the canteen more than finding answers. I brushed my teeth and was going to leave when a quiet sound wafted past my ears. It's possibly a squirrel or some other animal. I heard another sound, this time a bit further. I walked 10 meters along the path, searching for the source. Nobody, just the morning forest. I returned to the washstands and saw Miku, who was looking for something in the grass. Noticing me, she smiled and jumped up to see me.
Hello, hello. I'm Dr. Shiny Face. I accidentally scattered my toothpaste. Just trying to get it back up.
The dew in the grass didn't seem to be helping matters. Are you sure that's a good idea?
Well, why? What else am I gonna do? I don't have anything more. That was the last I had.
She pouted like a child who had just lost her favorite toy taken from her. Here, I'll give you mine. I dug into my bag. No tooth powder there. Huh, strange. Didn't I just put it there? I walked away for just a minute and now it's gone. Listen, it looks like I've forgotten it. I didn't want to tell her that it had just gone missing. Knowing the sensitivity of this girl, it was safe to assume that vanishing household goods would impress her so much that her brain would reset itself in order to avoid overheating. Well, I'll be off.
Yeah, cheers. Visit us, I mean me, in the club. Hello, hello. I'm still alone there. I mean I.
Miku's voice faded off into the freshness of the summer morning far behind me. Getting back to the leader's cabin, I took my cell phone and looked at the battery meter. Enough power for a day, maybe less. Of course, it won't help me much here, but still. Finding a charger in the 80s would mean inventing it. I was going to head for breakfast when somebody knocked on the door. It was Lena.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I was taken aback a bit. The events of the previous day were still fresh in my memory, but I didn't really want to speak about them. So, you're probably looking for Olga Dmitrievna, aren't you?
Well, no. I mean, yes.
Lena was her usual self, shy and easily embarrassed. That dance on the pier, now it seemed like more of a dream. She's not here, sorry.
Oh, okay then. I'll go.
Okay. When Lena left, I thought it had been too cold towards her, so I decided to be nicer on our next encounter. Still, regardless, the morning was shining and beautiful. The sun was shining over the space and time-lapse... Sorry, hold on. The sun was shining over the space and time-displaced Pioneer Camp Savianok, warming its residents and filling them with energy to spend the day productively. Or in my case, to waste it in futile efforts to find an explanation for everything happening here. There was an unusually large crowd near the canteen. Of course, there was no other place in the camp that pioneers loved as much as a canteen, but why were they all crowding on the porch? I came closer to find out what was going on. It looked like all the camp had gathered on the porch. There were all the familiar girls, Olga Dmitrievna and Electronic. They were having a lively discussion. I drew closer.
Ah, Simeon. Have you seen Shirk today?
Nope, what's the matter?
We haven't been able to find him since early morning.
Disappearing pioneers, well, that's something new.
But he was with you yesterday.
She was talking to Electronic.
Yes, he was. So you woke up this morning and he wasn't anywhere to be around?
No.
Why didn't you come to me immediately?
Well, I thought he went up to wash or something.
Did he mention anything yesterday?
Interjected Slavia.
For example?
That he was going somewhere, for instance.
No.
What exactly is so horrifying about that? It's only 9 a.m. He might have decided to go for a walk.
You don't know Shirk.
She looked at me seriously. Well, no, I don't. But I didn't see anything suspicious in this situation.
Alright, let's stop panicking. We'll find him. How can you miss breakfast?
Juliana grinned.
Exactly. It's time to eat anyway.
I don't remember these people's voices. I'm sorry. The pioneers proceeded into the canteen. Yet again, I had no choice where to fit in. The only free place was at the table with Alyssa and Juliana.